Kane is an imposter. Hey everybody, I'm Allie, and this is my Y&R chat vlog for Sunday, May 17th. I'm shocked. I feel fooled. I feel tricked, and it doesn't feel good at all. Especially because all through the reception and the wedding, I kept thinking, gosh, Kane is such a good guy. He's one of the only men in Genoa City that's just a really good guy through and through. I am such a fool. It's horrible. And, you know, this is actually why I like to remain spoiler-free, because my reaction is completely genuine right now. I literally sat in front of my computer screen for 5 minutes after the end of Friday's show with my mouth hanging wide open, just in complete and total shock. I didn't even remember. I had not even any inkling of a recollection of the flashback scene, which had to be 1 to 2 years ago, right when Kane came onto the show, and he was talking on the phone and saying, you know, I'm in, or whatever it was he said. I had no recollection of that whatsoever. I feel like such a tool right now. So Kane is impersonating Philip III with the help of Philip number 4, head explosion, to get the inheritance money from Catherine. Is that it? They want the inheritance money early, and then Kane is trying to get Catherine to give over his half of the inheritance to a charity, and maybe it's some kind of dummy corporation, and they're actually going to take it and spend it? Is that what's going on here? Wow. Wow. Okay, even though Kane is a bad guy, potentially, I still think he really loves Lily. Is it me, or did you guys, I mean, do you feel like the whole thing is thrown out the window now, or do you think that he actually loves her? Because outside at Indigo, Kane was standing in the alleyway with the crates in the place where Carmen Mesta was murdered, or her body was dumped, and he's having these romantic thoughts about Lily and how they met, and she interrupted him by coming outside, and he immediately went to her and just gave her this huge kiss and this embrace, and it felt really sincere to me. I don't get the impression that he's playing her at all. Who knows? I'm a sucker. Who knows? He could be. But I kind of feel like the storyline is gonna look like this. Kane came to Genoa City with the intention of getting to the Chancellor money, but in the process, he fell in love with Lily, and that wasn't an act, and they had this great, great love, and I think knowing Kane, or thinking that I know Kane, I just have this feeling that he might start to feel really guilty now that he's gotten to know Catherine and Jill and Lily, and maybe he will want to come clean with what he has done, you know, saying to Lily, you know, basically, this wasn't part of the plan, and then that will end up splitting them up, unfortunately, or, I mean, who knows, now that Philip number 4 is back in the picture, possibly Kane will start to scramble to try to cover up the lies, and maybe Philip number 4 will be kind of a threatening presence for Kane. I don't know. What a shock. It's a little twist in the road, and, yeah, I'm shocked. Oh, but the wedding was so good, and I don't want the bad Kane twist to overshadow all of the wedding awesomeness, because Kane was so adorable during the wedding and the reception. He had the biggest smile on his face. He was like a little boy just looking deeply into Lily's eyes, and you could just tell that he loved her. And I mean, it was such a nice wedding. They had, you know, really traditional ceremony. Lily looked beautiful, of course. She was wearing Drew's hairpin and Drew's dress. And I have to say, it was ironic that Neil got divorced the night before Lily got married, and it was almost as if Drew's presence was there in a way. I kept hoping, I was holding on to this shred of hope that Drew would walk in the door alive and well, and she would reunite with her family and have this moment with Devon and Lily and Neil, and then kick Tyra to the curb. A girl can dream. Wedding fashion time! Speaking of Tyra, I actually thought she looked really nice at the wedding. She was there because of Anna. It seems like Anna is her ticket to all of the Genoa City events, otherwise she wouldn't be there. But she was there, she was looking nice. She had on kind of a wine-colored shirt and this short, multicolored skirt, and I guess what stood out to me about it was the gold. It was just this really cool material and it was really shiny and it was really nice and I thought she looked good. And her aunt Della Reese will apparently be on the show next week, so we'll see what she's wearing. But finally, this made me happy. Catherine attended an event in Genoa City and I actually liked what she was wearing. She had, again, on kind of a wine-colored shirt with this white jacket with what appeared to be embroidered flowers all down the side of the jacket. It was really nice. She looked really good. I was happy to be happy with her outfit. Jill was a plain Jane. She was just wearing gray and silver, probably because she had just gotten off of a plane. She didn't have time to put a whole lot of thought into her outfit, I guess. Let's see, who else? You know, the jury is still out for me on Colleen's dress. It was a navy blue, silky, flowy dress, and it appeared to have feathers along the bottom, like kind of trimming the bottom of the dress, and it looked nice from a distance, but I couldn't get a good look at it. I usually like the wardrobe that they put Colleen in, and I really wanted to see it better, but her bouquet was in the way, which was really annoying, so I couldn't actually get a good look at her. And speaking of bouquets, by the way, why wasn't Lily carrying a bouquet of lilies? That would have been perfect and appropriate. I think they were white roses, though. I was looking really hard. I felt like I didn't get to see as much of the fashion as I wanted to, but it was still fun. Kane, of course, looked great. He was also very plain. I mean, he was wearing a black suit and a black tie. You know, you can't get much more basic than that. But Kane could have been wearing a potato sack, and I still would have thought that he looked good, so that's fine. And as I mentioned before, Lily was wearing what was supposed to be Drew's dress. Does anyone know if it actually was the dress that Drew wore when she got married to Neil? If so, which time? I would love to know that, if it actually was the dress or if it was just kind of a switcheroo. But you know, the dress was pretty much exactly what I would have expected Lily to wear. It was long, classic, sleek. It was nice. It didn't blow me away, but it was nice. I thought it looked good. So what are your thoughts? I always love hearing what you notice. So please leave your comments about Kane and Lily and the wedding and all of this madness and the fashion. Leave me a comment and let me know. I feel like I'm forgetting someone. You know, Chloe, I couldn't get a really good look at her dress. It was kind of a light purple color, and I couldn't quite see it. The only thing that I really noticed that stuck out about her dress, or her outfit, or her ensemble, was that it looked like she was wearing a dead bird hanging around her neck. It was awful. Okay, part 1, ending. Part 2 to follow. See you then.